The sergeant at arms will assist to have members in their seats. The sergeant at arms will ensure there's order on the floor. Honorable Prince Mensah, the issue just. The members please have their seats. So the chair has a right under his gavel to interpret information, and then he will rule on the information appropriately. He has a right. If he raises an issue that is not on the floor, he is information. The chair will deny the information.
Welcome to the House of Representatives special session. Following Representative Yaka Koluba audience with the motorcyclist, he came into the session to brief his colleagues. But then Representative Wema Bruce Mensah is saying that it is now part of the agenda of today, and the presiding, who was the deputy speaker, who gives the right to proceed, she said it was wrong for him to have accepted such into the session, but it is now part of the agenda, and that should be done given to the special session.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable President. So, Honorable President, Co-President, I thought to bring this to the body attention to be here. So to the chair on security and the chair on transport and the
No, Honorable.
sorry, Chief.
You give me the information, right?
Yes.
Information sustained and will be discussed at the
I'm not giving the chief. I was about to talk when I was disrupted.
Well, I hear you saying that you are giving information to the chair on security.
So you asked me what I'm giving the information.
Okay, what's the information?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. So to this body, Honorable Speaker,
Honorable Chair, always Ways, and Finance. Yeah, but he has to understand that and he has to conduct himself in a way that session is not disrupted. Honorable Belete, Honorable Flomo, Honorable Goshua, Honorable Flomo, Honorable Paul, we'll ask you to take a seat. Honorable Belete. Yeah, but this is not about the discussion room, though. We're taking information. We're taking information. Please proceed.
thank you, Honorable Speaker, Deputy Speaker. So while on our way to work, not too long, Honorable Speaker, for what we experienced here about a month ago, that brought a little insecurity to the state. We just witnessed at all of the various intersections, we saw security threat with those different groupings and motorcyclists all around the place threatening to hold the country. So I just thought to bring this to this body. Thank you very much.
Order denied, information sustained.
Thank you. Look at the speaker. Look at the speaker.
Honorable Nancy has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for bringing on.
We have ruled on it, Honorable Bruce Mensah.
Please give me
Honorable Marcia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, as I was saying to my fellow colleague, I listened to the recommendation that was made by the ad hoc committee from the B Mountain saga. And what we understand here is that this issue of labor practices is not unique to B Mountain. We have seen all over in the various concession areas where we see Turkish driving trucks. Indians are not so specific about one nationality, but we see various concession areas where you see foreign nationals serving as accountant, serving as cook, in those places. And I see this as a violation of Chapter 45.1c of our Decent Work Act that says that in order for any foreign national to be issued a permit to work in this country, there should be satisfied that there is no suitable qualified Liberian available to carry out the job required by the employer. So we see this happening all over around our various sectors, and there are a lot of our young people that are out of job today because they cannot get employment in those concession areas. And one of the things is that our government have been investing in millions of dollars giving incentives to these concessionaires to provide job opportunities for our population, but yet they bring their brothers, their sisters along with them to take the same job that we are giving them incentives to provide for our people. So I see this as an affront to our population, especially to the youth. So I will beg the indulgence of this plenary to maintain the Ministry of Labor to conduct a full-scale prudential audit into the quote-unquote establishments that have been brought to those concession areas. If there are no agreement to serve in those same positions, then you have to bring a foreign national to work in our country. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, and I will come back when the need arises. Thank you very much.
What's your willing pleasure? Honorable Columba.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Finance Minister for the Police. Honorable Speaker, the B Mountain issue.
The B Mountain issue, yeah?
The issue of B Mountain for our people is of concession.
Concession? No, don't be. Oh no, it's a concession issue, not B Mountain.
The gentleman is out of order. Honorable Speaker.
I got in my room.
So
the issue is serious. Our people need resources government, they need to benefit. We can't have foreign nationals enjoying, and especially when we talk about the incentive agreement. That is something that Biden needs to review. Because all of the incentive agreement our past, we said that Liberia should grow as a development. And from what we see, only the part of the tax waiver they are concerned about. Almost because you enter Dual Plus has an incentive agreement. If you go there, you're going to see a bunch of Indian people lined up. You can see one Liberian in position that we wanted. We asked for in our agreement with the incentive agreement. It's all around. So I believe that he's asking labor to do that. I think we as a house and representation of the people also need to constitute an investigation in this matter to see if the incentive agreement we are giving these people, what we also ask for in return, if our people are actually benefiting from it. It will be very important that this body also be added to the investigation into our own. Thank you, sir.
Honorable Mukakama. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, distinguished colleagues. Having listened to our colleagues
communication on the floor concerning about labor practice in Liberia, in all of the concessions in Liberia. I want to move, if I can obtain a second, that this communication be given to the Committee on Labor and make a thorough investigation on it and make a report in 2 weeks.
As we move and seconded that he sent to the relevant committee, are you ready to vote? All those in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, no. Next.
April 1, 2024. Honorable J. Kunati Kofa, Speaker, House of Representatives, Republic of Liberia. Dear Speaker Kofa, I present compliments of the highest esteem and right to inform you of my absence in session to attend the inaugural section of the 6th legislature of the ECOWAS Parliament, scheduled to be held from April 4 to April 8, 2024, at the seat of the Parliament in Abuja, Federal Republic of Liberia. As per the communication from the President of the ECOWAS Commission regarding the section and the requirements outlined in Article 28.1a of the Supplementary Act of AS/SA-1/12/16 of 17 December 2016, it is imperative that I attend this significant event. Therefore, I'll be away from the legislative duties during this period. I assure you that I will return to work promptly on April 11, 2024 to resume my responsibilities within the Liberian House of Representatives and hope that this communication is captured within the records and reports of the Chief Whip. Please do not hesitate to contact me if there are any urgent or important matters that need my attention while I am away. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Warm regards, Honorable Tai Womri, Representative Electoral District 9, Lima County. Second one, April 15, 2024. Honorable J. Kunati Kofa, Speaker, House of Representatives, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Speaker Kofa, I present compliments of the highest esteem and write to inform you of my absence to attend the Global Parliamentary Forum at the 2024 spring meetings of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank in Washington, D.C. for April 15 to 29, 2024. As part of the delegation representing Liberia, it is imperative that I attend the 2024 spring meetings, which is focused on accountability and transparency in international financial institutions and multilateral development financing. Therefore, I will be away from my legislative duties during this period. I assure you that I will return to work promptly on April 30, 2024 to resume my responsibilities within the Liberian House of Representatives and hope that this communication is captured within the records and reports of the Chief Whip. Please do not hesitate to contact me if there are any urgent or important matters that need my attention while I am away. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Warm regards, Tai Womri, Representative Electoral District 9, Lima County. Mr. Deputy Speaker, Honorable ladies and gentlemen, that was a review of communication from your Honorable colleague, Honorable Tai Womri, requesting excuse for plenary session of all legislative duties from April 4 to 29.
Notification made of the honorable actions and excuse. Next.
April 15, 2024. Honorable Councillor J. Kunati Kofa, Speaker, House of Representatives, Capitol Building, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Dear Honorable Speaker and distinguished colleagues, I present you compliments and wish to request the plenary of the Honorable House to invite the Minister of Justice along with heads of security entities of our country to include the Liberia National Police, the Liberia Immigration Service, and the Ministry of National Security, and the National Security Agency, to provide detailed information about the respective recruitment and employment exercises in the country. Honorable Speaker and distinguished colleagues, our request is predicated upon making our security institutions free of partisanship or favoritism. As we are all aware, the nation depends on the men and women recruitment in these forces for the well-being of the state and its people. These are forces that should be occupied by people of integrity. In view of the foregoing, I request the plenary accords this letter the most urgent attention. The sentiments of my highest esteem, I remain sincerely yours, Honorable Yeke Wakolba, Representative Electoral District 10 in Sorrento County. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Deputy Speaker, honorable ladies and gentlemen, that was a reading of the communication from your honorable colleague, Yeke Wakolba of District 10 in Sorrento County.
With the reading of the communication from Honorable Kolba, what is your will and pleasure, Honorable Muka Kamara? Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, distinguished colleague. As we listen to the communication from our honorable representative from District 10, Sorrento County, I move, if I can obtain a second, that the proponent of the communication be given as to what prompted this communication, and then followed by sending it to the Committee of National Security. If I can give a second. It has been moved and seconded that the communication be open for a brief explanation from the proponent and then subsequently listening to the Committee on National Security. Are you ready to vote? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Honorable Kolba, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, fellow colleagues, we have observed that over the time we see the security apparatus just clapping people and putting them in uniform. The evidences that we have that will be produced when need be to prove that today you will see somebody today and tomorrow you see in uniform. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, fellow police, I served the Liberia National Police for 11 years. Before you wear uniform, you must be vetted. Pass through the process.
We cannot continue the way during the session that we cannot even get anything.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, and fellow colleagues. You know, when we joined the SOD, it was taking us some time. You know, the reason why we took SOD from here because we don't want the SOD day to come. What we did in the past, the Liberia fair was wrong. So we are bringing the change will not bring the wrong back to what we did in the past. Honorable Speaker and fellow colleagues, you know, we see things that will front up to change government still happening in the change that we brought. But we brought change. We supported change. And we brought the change because we saw the wrong in the past. So we don't expect the past to come to reality in the change. Honorable Speaker and fellow colleagues, this is a serious national security issue. You may be an opposition tomorrow with the differences you have with policy issues, but you will be targeted placed in the national security will all be vetted. We're all going through the police academy. We're all taking training to come back to serve the country. Almost because and federal police. We see today, people that were trained with government money have been sacked with all no justification. I think in my mind, the people that were trained that they take you from SS and other places could be carried to the DEA, police, and other places because the proper resources were used to train them. So the resources cannot be a waste to this country. Almost speaker. I'm appealing to plenary. So please take this very seriously so the people can come and tell how to do the recruitment process. So we can see people today that will be down here tomorrow, we'll see them in national security uniform. Almost because it's a threat to the security, it's a threat to the peace, it's a threat to the people of this country. I'm so sorry.
Okay, the matter is referred to the Committee on National Security. Next.
April 10, 2024. House of Representatives, Republic of Liberia. Dear Honorable Sayer, I am pleased to present my warmest compliments and acknowledge receipt of your communication item by directive of the Speaker of the Honorable House requesting our Assistant Superintendent of Fiscal Affairs of the 15 political subdivisions of the country, asking that they continue in office. To the best of our knowledge, in pursuant to Executive Order 123, promulgated by President George M. Weah, to take immediate effect, establishing a joint presidential transition team 2023 under Section 9, non-tenured presidential appointees or presidential appointees are considered to resign as of January 22, 2024. Section 9 of the Executive Order states that all non-tenured presidential appointees shall be presumed to have resigned as of the date of inauguration. Accordingly, the most senior civil servants at all ministries, agencies, commissions, and state-owned enterprises shall act as officer in charge pending the appointment of their successors. You rightly referenced Section 7.5C of the Local Government Act of 2018 that all assistant superintendents for fiscal affairs are to be rotated or reassigned where appropriate. Notwithstanding, there are no provisions in the Local Government Act of 2018 by which the Ministry of Internal Affairs is governed, requiring continuation of service beyond the point mentioned supra. Please convey this to the Honorable Speaker of the House of Representatives, Councillor J. Funanti Kofa, and inform him further that I am, however, forwarding the said communication to the Chief Executive, who shall make final determination. Meanwhile, kind regards and very best wishes. Sincerely yours, F. Sakilia Humanitarian Minister. Mr. Speaker, honorable ladies and gentlemen, that was a reading of a communication in response to our communication to the Minister of Internal Affairs as per your mandate. Thank you.
Well, the reading of the communication was your within pleasure. Alright, communication is submitted. And refer to the Committee on Judiciary for further examination. Next.
April 3, 2024. The Honorable Councillor J. Funanti Kofa, Speaker of the House of Representatives of 55th Legislature, Capitol Building, Monrovia, Liberia. Subject: appeal for budgetary support for Surveillance Complaints Review Board in the 2024 national budget. Dear Honorable Speaker, I am writing on behalf of the Criminal Justice Support Foundation for West Africa and its partners, the Liberia National Law Enforcement Association, and the Civil Society Working Group on Security Sector Reform and governance to appeal for your crucial support in securing necessary funding for the Civilian Complaints Review Board of the Police and Immigration Services in the upcoming 2024 national budget. Established in 2019 under the Ministry of Justice, the Civilian Complaint Review Board serves as an essential oversight body entrusted with the responsibility to receive, process, and determine complaints lodged against both the police and immigration services. This impartial board plays a pivotal role in ensuring accountability, transparency, and the protection of civilians' rights by investigating grievances and holding agencies accountable for their actions. Despite its essential role in ensuring transparency, accountability, and public trust in its two key law enforcement agencies, the board has faced significant challenges in the discharge of its duties. Most notably, the board has not received any budgetary support to sustain its operations since its establishment in 2019. According to the established frameworks, funds should be provided through the Ministry of Justice to enable it to carry out its responsibilities effectively. Regrettably, the 2024 national budget did not allocate any provisions for the Civilian Complaints Review Board. This formation jeopardizes its ability to function efficiently and undermines the public confidence in its oversight mechanism. With the growing importance of maintaining public trust in law enforcement and immigration services, the effective functioning of the Civilian Complaints Review Board is paramount in upholding the standards of justice and integrity in our society. By allocating adequate resources to enhance the board's capacity to carry out its mandate, we can foster a culture of accountability and professionalism within these crucial sectors. We therefore appeal to you, Honorable Speaker, to consider the invaluable contribution of the Civilian Complaint Review Board to our justice system and the welfare of our citizens when deliberating on the allocation of resources in the 2024 national budget. Your support in ensuring the board's continued operation and effectiveness will be instrumental in upholding the principles of justice and transparency in our community, and to avert possible resignations by board members who strongly believe that they should not continue to serve in an entity that the government is not prepared to support. Please find attached a copy of the Police Act of 2015, which provides for the establishment of the Civilian Complaint Review Board, and a copy of the proposed CCRB budget in the amount of $97,319,000, which can be adjusted appropriately. Thank you for your attention to this matter. We look forward to working together to foster a fair and accountable system that prioritizes the rights and well-being of all individuals in our society. We are available to meet with you should you require additional information on the matter. Sincerely, Cecilia B. Griffiths, President, Criminal Justice Support Foundation for West Africa. Yes, Mr. Douglas, Speaker, honorable ladies and gentlemen, that was a reading of a communication from the Criminal Justice Support Foundation for West Africa requesting budgetary support for the Civilian Complaint Review Board for the 2024 national budget.
With the reading of the communication, what is your will and pleasure? Honorable Marcia.
So after listening to the communication that has been read, I moved in the second that the communication be received and forwarded to the Committee on Ways and Means for appropriate adjustment as we are in the process of reviewing the budget.
It has been moved and seconded and it is sent to